Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Virtual Seminar of Science and Technology Development for Society.
This event is organized by the Faculty of Science and Technology of Exoplanet University to discuss the importance of development of science and technology for civilization.
During the seminar, we would like you to turn on your camera and mute your audio.
Before we begin the seminar, let us introduce ourselves as the master of ceremony. My name is Nabila Faizaturrahmah.
And I am M.Abdillah, and we will accompany you throughout the whole seminar. First of all, thank God who has given us His mercy and blessings so we can attend this program without any problems, even though we are still in this post-pandemic situation. And thank you for the honorable speakers for joining us tonight. Here are the series of activities of the seminar. Opening remarks by Head of ESSA, speech by Director of Exoplanet University, and special speech by Choi Si-won as politician and businessman. Before we start our agenda today, please stand up to sing our national anthem together.
For all the audiences, please sit down on your seat. Then we would like to invite Professor Dr. Dosen as the head of ISST to deliver the opening and welcoming speech. Professor Dr. Dosen, the time and floor is yours. Thank you, Professor Dr. Dosen, for your warm opening and welcoming speech. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we step to the most awaited agenda. And here we have two inspiring speakers as role models for many youth in Kuliah. Let me introduce one of the speakers. For the first speaker, we will have Professor Dr. Dosen, Ph.D., who has just completed his doctorate degree of Science and Technology at University. Throughout his time in college, he was awarded more than 20 honors and achievements, involved in more than 11 non-profit organizations, and published 5 educational books. He was Kuliah's #1 most outstanding student by the Minister of Research, Technology, and Higher Education. And now he is Director of Exoplanet University.
Thank you, Nabila. And the next speaker is Mr. Choi Si-won. Mr. Choi Si-won is an experienced diplomat with a history of working in the government relations industry, skilled in international relations, policy analysis, social media diplomacy. With a bachelor, focuses in international relations from Ontario University, and now he is working as the diplomat for the Directorate of European External Cooperation at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Kuliah.
Thank you so much, Abi, for your introduction. Now, before we give the stage to our speakers, let us watch a special message from Mr. Choi Si-won.
Wow! What a really meaningful message from Mr. Choi Si-won. We hope that he can be with us here on the same stage. Now, Nabila, it's time for us tonight to invite our speakers, Professor Lee So-man and Mr. Choi Si-won. Hello, Professor Mr. Lee So-man and Mr. Si-won. How are you tonight?
Alright, we are also excited to start this international seminar. Before we begin, we would like to remind you to turn on your camera and mute your audio. And if you have any questions, you can ask the speakers by using the chat feature below. Write your question on the chat box with your name along with your nationality and to whom your question is going to. We will choose the best question to be answered by the speakers. And tonight, all the speakers will discuss about the role of science and technology in present as Director of Exoplanet University, and to Professor Lisman, you may have the time.
Thank you so much, Professor Lee Song-man, for your inspirational speech. Now, we move to the next speaker. We would like to invite the next speaker, Mr. Choi Si-woon, as the Diplomat for Directorate of European External Cooperation at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Kwangya, to deliver his speech. To Mr. Choi Si-woon, the stage is yours.
Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Si-woon, for your inspirational speech. We hope that the knowledge that you share with us tonight will be useful for all of us. Once again, we want to say thank you so much for your incredible presentation, Professor Lisman and Mr. Choi Si-woon. Now, let's move on to question and answer session. Here, we already choose 3 questions now. The first question is gonna be
Professor Lee Song-man and Mr. Choi Si-woon, thank you so much for the knowledge and motivations that you share with us tonight. Now we have come to the end of the International Virtual Seminar of Science and Technology Development for Society. Once again, we would like to give our deepest appreciation to all of you tonight for your kind support and participation. So, have a good